Right, my name is Richard Nielsen and I'm from Boston College, and I work in the area of organizational ethics, politics, conflict resolution, and political economy. And I've done this kind of work all over the world, in Latin America, in most of Asia, Northern Europe, the Mediterranean. So the courses that I'll be teaching, one is on global governance, and the second one is on managing cultural institutions. Now, the first course in global governance, the first thing we're going to do in the course is look at something of the history and evolution of both the idea and the practice of global governance. And we're going to try to look at this from the point of view of a person who might be working inside the global governance organization. And we're going to look at least three different kinds: cultural global organizations, environmental global organizations, economic global organizations, as well as peacekeeping and conflict resolution global organizations. And from the perspective of someone working inside an organization like that, what are the methods that they can use to try to fulfill their mission and accomplish their objective of global governance? So we'll be looking at things like trying to establish a vision to inspire people to this idea of global governance. And then the second set of methods we'll look at are the various kinds of incentives you can use to encourage people to work with and cooperate with global governance institutions. But then we'll also be looking at some of the power-based methods, the non-violent sanctions that can be used. We'll also be looking at empowering methods as well. And sometimes the global governance institutions don't work at all. And instead of giving up, what you can try to do is build alternative kinds of global institutions. But we're also going to look at it from the point of view of these smaller countries and even organizations that have to try to negotiate with these global organizations. An example is the situation Greece found itself in, a terrible economic crisis, and huge, powerful organizations they were trying to cooperate with when there were a lot of serious disagreements. Things like the International Monetary Fund, the European Central Bank, the European Union. And if you're a small country without a lot of power, how do you try to create solutions and negotiate solutions with these bigger global organizations? So if you're interested in global governance, and if you're interested in it from kind of a career perspective or an occupational perspective, we're going to try to look at that. And I'll try to bring some of my personal experiences working with these organizations into the classroom. So love to have you in the course, and hope to see you there.